Hello again, everyone. Varel here, Flow out of Portland. Hope everyone is optimizing for their flow oasis, both their internal garden and their environment. Now, what I'm about to tell you, what I'm about to share, everything about this video may trigger some people, depending on your position, where you're at in the industry. If you're a property owner, y'all should hear this and perhaps listen around. It's up to you. I want to provide unfiltered, biased, and experienced opinions so you can determine whether or not you agree, and we may not agree, and that's totally fine. So I strongly feel that I would not lose a minute of sleep if we never installed a gutter guard system ever again. And with that, we'll dive in. So I was writing here a blog post, and it kept going and going and going. And I knew I was going to supplement it with this type of video that gutter guards are generally a scam. Okay? They are generally overpromised and underdelivered products consistently. I regret to admit that we have installed gutter guards in the past, with the caveat that at least we educate our property owners that they are going to be in for some maintenance, okay? You cannot have a filtered product without setting the expectations that you're going to need to clean and maintain the filter. But I'm taking a strong stance, February 10th, 2026, that if a gutter guard application is not completely in the property owner's best interest, there's no need to even talk about it. And from now on, the only time we would talk about a gutter guard is someone has deciduous leaves around the property, okay? If it's got pine needles, don't even bother. You need to get on some sort of gutter maintenance plan for gutter cleaning, but do not consider a gutter guard unless you understand you are going to continue to maintain that product, make sure it's functional. And with it comes the opportunity to usually talk about a brush and pull situation, but at the same time, moving forward, flow and gutter guards are not going to be as associated as they once were in the past. And there are tons of products. Shoot, there's one right here. Everyone probably knows Costco. Costco throws down a gutter glove product, okay? This is not a product review by any means, but we've installed something similar. This is what's called a micro mesh. You can see it's got like a stainless weave to it. The only benefit to this product that I see from my property owners when it is appropriate is this cool little trough. You can see, let's see right there, that little 1/4-inch trough is what allows water to get pushed down into the gutter before it has a chance to go over the gutter. But is this product the best for the application where your property sits? Probably not. Probably not. The pine needles in the Pacific Northwest, everyone knows, are relentless. Okay? You are not going to get a gutter guard optimized for small debris like pine needles. Ever. Don't listen to anything you see on TV. Don't listen to any door-to-door guy. Anyone who's trying to sell you to sign up at the time of the inspection, probably a commission sales breath kind of person who's trying to get you to buy something you may not need. Okay? Don't buy from someone forcing you to buy. Buy when it's right for you. Buy when your beliefs align with your values, with your budget, and the timing is right in the year. So gutter guards have traditionally overpromised. When I got into the industry, I oversaw a brand that was in Costco, okay? And they're no longer in Costco because the brand, I can't even believe that Costco would even consider it. You know, they only looked at the numbers. I guarantee you someone was sitting down at Costco. You know, they didn't have the values of the brand Kirkland in their prefrontal. They were thinking, with their stomach. They were getting emotional, like, oh wow, they're getting excited. These numbers look pretty good. The margins on gutter guards are the best. You're talking about pretty much labor only with a very low cost on the product. So they're sitting there at the boardroom saying, well, shit, they got the best design, they got the best warranties, they've got all of this is the best that lines up with us, and it's going to be good. We're going to take a piece of their pie, get them on the shelves, get them on that exit as you're going out of Costco with all the different home services. Terrible idea. No longer in Costco. Okay? If Costco doesn't want the gutter guards on their shelves, those gutter guards, I should say something, okay? Now, these gutter guards that they got are DIY, okay? You install them or you hire someone to install them. The product itself is a 4 out of 10. I don't know if that means that you should be a buyer at 4 out of 10. You wouldn't buy a 4 out of 10 Corolla, right? You don't want 4 out of 10 mileage. You don't want 4 out of 10 maintenance. You don't want 4 out of 10 warranty. So functionally, a gutter guard has to be optimized for the trees around your property. If you got deciduous, maples, oaks, alders, I don't know what different types of maple, like leafy trees there are out there. I'm sure there are a bunch, but in the Willamette Valley, maples and oaks dominate. Alders a little bit on the coast as you're coming over the Cascade Range, but the primary deciduous leaf stands no chance against a gutter guard. It will tumble right off in the dry situations. It might stick during the rains, but eventually it'll dry off and blow away. That is an ideal situation where the guarantee functions. And the company that was in Costco had come over from the East Coast, and I haven't been to the East Coast a ton. They apparently may have more maples and oaks or something than us, and so they thought their products would work fine here in the Pacific Northwest. Not the case. And so with that, this is not like a super technical article. It's just a very strong opinion taking a stance to protect property owners from considering or wasting money. And a lot of people I think already know this, really. I just want to make it public that Flow is not going to be offering gutter guards when it's not appropriate, or we can't actually guarantee the functionality that it's going to need to be required to protect your foundation, landscaping, and siding. And so, yeah, I kind of just wanted to get this off my chest, That all being said, pine needle gutter guard applications, setting expectations that you are trading one problem for another. You can eliminate debris from getting in the gutter. You can keep a gutter clean, right? That's the catch. It's like, oh, well, they're going to keep the gutter clean, but, it's all going to land on top of the gutter guard, okay? If you have a brush and pull, you can reasonably clean the gutter guard from the ground. Probably going to be a little harder 3 or 4 stories up depending on the height of your building, right? If you're on a hill and the backside is tapering down 3+ stories, you are not going to be getting up any sort of brush and pull. You're going to be calling up the same gutter cleaning guys, say, hey, can you blow off my gutter guards? And they're going to charge you a damn near same fee for getting up there just for a blow off. So trying to save you guys from unnecessary expenses. And, it'd be nice to be able to maybe clip this link to folks considering gutter guards in the future, so that way we can have a conversation without needing to do all the travel around guards. Now, why does Costco choose the micro mesh? That comes from a manufacturer that has probably the best design and engineering I've seen. There are other regional options out there, but it's got the 2-in-1. It's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Cool. You're going to get a little bit of both problems, okay? It's like you will not win if you don't have the expectation that if you think you're never going to have to clean your gutters again, if you think you're never going to have to touch your gutters again, if you think there are not going to be seasonal changes in pollen and debris falling, and I feel bad for people that are on more of a maintenance program that requires more than 2 cleanings a year, but everyone should understand gutter guards generically are a scam. Stay away, save your money, put it towards gutter cleanings, and get yourself on a maintenance program with someone who would be more than happy to stop by for 2+ trips and give you some sort of bundled pricing because of the loyalty to protect your property that way. Now, that being said, in the state of Oregon, and probably in Washington too, you don't have to have a license, no contractor license required for gutter cleaning, which can be a reason why some people are cheap as hell when it comes to gutter cleaning. But that exposes you to liability. Here's an example. Our old production manager, George, his father-in-law fell off a roof on a side job for a painter. Doesn't work for Flo. Fell off in the hospital room, okay? Guess what that injury attorney is going to do to the property owner because he doesn't have any insurance? Oh, that scares me, okay? So you're like, yeah, $50 for a gutter cleaning, what can it hurt? What can it hurt? You can trip and fall and be in the hospital room, let alone being on a roof, okay? I have multiple accounts, direct accounts, not in the company, but folks that have worked for us that all know someone who has fallen. It's absurd, okay? It's boosted our safety program, of course, a bunch, but why take the risk? You've worked so hard to get into your home, to get comfy and cozy, to have it be whatever. Maybe you got in when the interest rates are badass, right? So then you're like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm on 2.1%. Like, I don't know if anyone got those rates, but you're not gonna give up that opportunity. Why risk it to save $100, okay, for someone who's not? So gutter cleaning should be done by a licensed, bonded, insured professional, and they should be relatively trained. I know it doesn't take rocket science to clean a gutter, okay? But doesn't it sound a little more relieving to know that maybe the gutter cleaning person knows to look for roofing issues, who can help spot issues before they become a bigger problem, who could potentially fix those issues, who could send pictures back to a team to support you to make sure your asset's protected so you can sleep good at night? I don't know. Everyone's got different value-based decision-making principles. Everyone's got different risk tolerances. Everyone's got different budgets. Everyone's got different timelines. When it comes down to it, it's your decision. I'm just giving you my opinions. I'm going to go ahead and call this here. If you need help, give us a jingle. More than happy to give you an unbiased, strongly developed, loosely held, strong opinion, okay, around the things that we've actually seen work. Moreover, things that don't work. So, careful the scams. I'm going to put kind of some clickbait thumbnail tag on this thing to see if we can't get a couple more clicks. And we're going to divulge the secrets of this industry one video at a time to make sure that property owners get distilled, lucid clarity around roofing information that gives you the ability to make better decisions, get the best ROI out of your property and your current roofing system, protected from the top down and the inside out. That's how you protect your flow aces. All right, catch you on the next one. Ciao.